This is the rarest and most valuable Pokemon card in the world. Pokemon as an asset class has outperformed the stock market by upwards of 3,000% in the last 20 years. Go to your local card shop. Go on eBay. Buy a card that you think looks cool or that you have a connection with. Don't be afraid to take a risk, especially if you're young.
That was Logan Paul with us just a few weeks ago, showing us his ultra rare, Jackie, I think they say Pokemon card. I would say Pokemon, but we'll get in that another day. And the collectibles market is exploding. No one knows that more than Ken Goldin. He's one of the biggest names in memorabilia and the host of Netflix's King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch, which has a new season out right now. Ken is here with us. I am so excited. I'm wearing white gloves because I'm going to get in on some of this a little bit later. But you've got that Pokemon Pikachu card in the bedazzled case. Talk about the valuation of that thing.
Sure. So when Logan was here, a couple weeks ago, the auction had not started yet. So it started 8 days ago, and it currently, as of late last night, got a lot of bids. It's currently a $4.8 million bid, which, including buyer's premium, puts this at $5.95 million, making it the single most valuable Pokemon and TCG card in history already, with 33 days to go left in bidding. So you could be seeing a $10 to $15 million card here.
Can I ask?
Sure.
We talk about inflation, the value of collectibles as a store of value. That looks like a lot of diamonds, a lot of gold on there.
Yes.
The price of gold's at a record. How does all of that, if it does, impact the value of this stuff?
Sure. Well, this obviously, this was Logan Paul's, and it is until the auction closes. So he put a special case so he can wear it. But reality, he paid about $78,000 for the case, and the necklace, maybe it's worth $150 now. But the card is what they're buying, and really, inflation helps, trading cards. Inflation helps collectibles. People view it as a hedge, but what's really happened is over the past 10 years, people have gotten into collectibles as an alternative asset. And when the grading companies started grading cards and calling, okay, this is a 10, it allows people to buy and sell it like they would a stock or gold or a barrel of oil. And that's really what's gotten the investors into it and raised the prices.
But as is a risk with commodities, prices go up and prices come down. I'm just wondering, because we've seen fads before historically where all of a sudden, somebody wants XYZ Beanie Baby or whatever it is today, but they're not willing to pay as much for 10 years. If you're investing in this way, that kind of money that we're talking about, how can you make sure that it's going to hold its value? Well,
the key is you got to go after blue chip stuff. You have to go after, you can't go after fads. Like for example, you can look at Pokemon and you can see it's its 30th anniversary this year. It is the biggest franchise in history. I believe it's $250 billion, more than Disney, more than Marvel, more than Star Wars, any of the other big franchises out there. It is the most popular, and over a 10-year period, 20-year period, it is dramatically outpaced the stock market. The other thing about it, it is worldwide. When we get to the end, I'm going to show you a big collectible, the only thing you've ever seen that has never gone down in value for 120 years every sale.
Okay, I like that.
You mentioned fads, but people outside of collectibles or outside of certain niches, Magic the Gathering, those cards are hugely collectible and valuable. I met a bartender who put himself through college and graduate school by selling a few of his MTG cards.
Magic the Gathering is incredibly, that's why in this auction we have right now, it's not just Pokemon, it's Magic the Gathering, and it's other TCG cards, because it is really a big space. And really in the U.S., we're very sports-centric. We buy our basketball cards, our football cards, our baseball cards, but around the world, the TCG is much larger than sports cards is in the USA.
Daniel, ask him about that baseball he's got.
Well, actually, both the baseball and the card.
No, save that one for me.
Okay, I'll hold that one.
Save that one for me.
You got a baseball there.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so this is, whoa.
Put the gloves on.
Yes. So this is the actual home run ball that Shohei Ohtani hit for his 3rd home run in his 3-home run, 10 strikeout game, October 17th, 2025, to put the Dodgers in the World Series. The importance about this is the single greatest athletic performance in the history of team sports. And last year, we sold his 50-50 ball for $4.4 million. This ball is up for bids right now at Goldin.com, and it actually closes tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
No kidding.
What do you think it's going to go for?
That's amazing.
Right now, I think it's at 200. I hope it gets over $500,000. I expected about $1 million. I think most of the bidders come in late for items.
I was
like
going to
this.
ask you, are they waiting and
Yeah.
for the clock to come down, and then all of a sudden a bunch of people who are really serious jump in?
Yeah, the auction runs and people place their bids, but if you're really serious, you're going to wait to extended bidding or the last few minutes of an auction. Yeah.
All right, I got to ask you about the last piece you brought. This is, I would argue, it's the most storied baseball card in the history of baseball cards. You can see him at the Baseball Hall of Fame. We don't even know how many there are. There are very few. But it's the 1909 Honus Wagner T206. And if you have this card, you have the definitive holy grail of baseball cards. And you've got one there. And I'm really hoping with these white gloves,
I'm going to let you.
I can hold it.
I'll let you take a picture with
right.
it too. So this, real briefly, this is the famous T206 Honus Wagner. This card, this particular example, people did not know existed. I was lucky enough to get a call. During that 2-month period, I was actually filming for Netflix King of Collectibles Season 3, and somebody claimed they had one, and it was not graded. I said, no, you don't, it's fake. And they sent me a picture. I'm like, oh my God, we have to change our production for the week. We're going to California. We're going to get this card. This card auctions off at Goldin starting in about 8 days. We expect it to go for around $5 million. And I'll let you hold it, and I'll tell you the...
I'm coming over right now.
Here we go.
I'm coming over. I'm not
Here's
even
the great
supposed
thing
to
about
do
this. This card has been known since 1909. If you track every single solitary sale of that card, there has never been a buyer who has bought the card, and then when they went to resell it, it's sold for less money. It's the only type of asset I can find where not a single owner has ever not made money on the sale of the card, because it's just so historic, so rare, and so desirable.
Keep your armed guard close so
Yes.
Brian doesn't run away.
You know, I'm a pretty
with that
honest guy, but
baby.
I've got a half a thought of running out of here with this card. There's no card in the world with more misinformation around it and really interesting stories about why it's so valuable. Honus Wagner is still one of the greatest ball players to ever play the game, even though he retired, I think, in 1916. Pretty amazing stuff.
Great baseball knowledge.
Ken Goldin, that was awesome, man.
And do people display that in their home? If they bought it, would they just put it on the mantle?
A lot of people, well, some people put it in secure vaults, you know, third-party vaults or their own vaults or the bank. Some people... some people will display it. You know, like Logan obviously wore this a couple times around his neck. You know, the memorabilia is easier to display, but typically cards, you know, they take them out when they want to look at them, when they want to show them off, but otherwise they lock them away. Memorabilia, people often display them. Like literally, I can see somebody in LA having this on their desk when people come in to brag about, I own Shohei Ohtani's 3rd home run ball.
It's a good conversation piece, put it that way. Ken Goldin, I'm so glad you came to be with us today. This was the most fun I've had in a very long time. Thank you for letting me hold that Honus Wagner
Absolutely.
card. All right, tune into the bottom line tonight. If I've recovered from this, West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey and Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen